Hey, it's Patti Scharf, CPA and co-founder of Catching Clouds, a leader in e-commerce accounting. Welcome back to another Saturday Slowdown, where I like to remind everybody to work on their business and not just in their business. Today I want to talk about the accounting salon, which is where I've been for the past week. I know I told you guys that I was going to be home and record my video there, and I was so looking forward to doing that because I've had it up to here with like the bad audio and bad video and trying to like find places with halfway decent lighting and stuff, but you know, it is what it is. So, I want to talk about the accounting salon. So I don't know if you've heard the quote. It goes something like, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. It's been attributed to Marissa Meyer and about 14 other people. So I'm not really sure who said it, but it is great advice. It basically, what the point is if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're not continuing to learn and grow and challenge yourself and things like that. So you should be moving to another room where you can learn from other people. And that is what Accounting Salon for me is really all about. Like, I don't know if you know anything about the accounting industry or anything, but the people who have come to Accounting Salon, they're like the creme de la creme of brains in this industry as far as I'm concerned. Like, I just love meeting with them. They're so generous with their time and they're so generous with their knowledge. And one of the things I really like about them is that everybody is, whether they have their own firm or not, they are constantly challenging existing status quo. They are trying new tools. They are experimenting in their firms. They are questioning themselves. They're just always trying to be better. And that's really the kind of approach that I take with Catching Clouds. And I love coming somewhere like this that like helps me fuel my fire. I'm really excited to be here. Amanda Aguilar and David Leary came up with this idea last year, and I came last year, and it was just so fulfilling. I was really anxious to come back. So I figured I'd just pull out my phone and like give you a few thoughts. So what I just said was kind of my main one. Like, I think that if you aren't challenging yourself, you should take a step back and really think about that this weekend. Think about what you can do to put yourself in a situation that will allow you to grow, allow you to challenge yourself, get ideas from other people and things like that. But then the other thing I wanted to say, which is a little bit more concrete and something that you can go do and check out, there were like 17 sponsors at the Accounting Salon. So these are all tools. Some are really well established that you've probably heard of, like Xero or Gusto. If you haven't heard of Gusto or Xero, like, you are not watching my channel, and you should subscribe and pay attention because these are amazing tools. But then there are a bunch of new ones that I hadn't heard of, and I kind of pay attention to that stuff, and ones that I'm going to check out, and I suggest that you check out as well. So I'm just going to run through the list really quick, but I want to point you down below to where all the comments are. I'm going to have a list of links to all these different tools so you can go check them out for yourself. So I already talked about Gusto. Rippling is a new one that I had not actually heard of before. It's, I guess, been around for a couple of years, and they are challenging Gusto. They do payroll and HR and benefits just like Gusto does, but they have a few other cool things like auto provisioning. So like, if you set up a new employee in the system, it will automatically like ship a computer to your new employee, like if they're a remote employee, or it will automatically add them to tools that you use like Slack and Asana and other tools like that. So the process of just getting somebody onboarded is just streamlined like crazy when you have that kind of an integration. And I know that, like, they said that they have 80 employees right now, and like 50 of them are engineers. So they are like, they're changing and adapting and growing really fast as far as their features and capabilities. So I'm going to keep an eye on those guys. As much as I love Gusto, like, you kind of got to pay attention to what's going on in the market. So check those guys out. The other one I'm going to check out is Brex. Actually, I say I'm going to check them out. We've already checked them out. And we've got a couple of clients who are using them. And what they do is they issue credit cards, like mostly employee credit cards, where you can like kind of skip some of the administrative burden of having to go through your bank and get all that crap set up. And but one of the things I really like about them, they're doing a special push for e-commerce sellers, and they will let you, they'll give you like a 60-day grace period, charging period at 0%. So I know that for online sellers, the cash flow aspect of things can be really, really tight, and Brex helps out with that immensely. So go check those guys out. Some other like honorable mentions, Knowify, Jirav, Veem. I've talked about Veem a lot. Love those guys, especially for international payments when you're converting from one currency to another. Onpay, another payroll program that you might want to check out. Qount, I think it's pronounced Count. It's with a Q. So yeah, Qount. Liveplan, another financial planning kind of tool software. Deer, we know Deer, love Deer. Deer is great for, I think, for e-commerce sellers. It's particularly good for manufacturing. So if you have raw materials that you're turning into finished goods and things like that, you probably want to check out Deer. And then Accountingfly, Sombrero apps, Halon tax, Botkeeper, Xero I mentioned before, Ceterus, and Checkbook. So those are all the sponsors of the Accounting Salon. I just want to make sure I said thank you for making it possible that I could come to something like this that really breathes life into all of the people who are attending and helps them be better every day. So that's it for today. I gotta go catch my plane, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, comment, and share. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll catch you later.